Video is for class 6 social science. So today we're going to start with a new chapter from your geography portion, that is 4 realms of the earth. So let's start. So out of we know that there are 8 planets in our universe, right? So among these 8 planets, your earth is only the planet where the life can be sustained, isn't it? Where the life exists, right? So you can imagine, isn't it? So that's why it is called a unique planet, right? So there are 4 realms of the earth, okay, so which helps to sustain the life in our earth. That is your lithosphere, atmosphere and the hydrosphere, okay. So where these 3 spheres, 3 realms meet or combine, that zone is called your biosphere. Okay, a biosphere is an ecosystem where the life can be sustained, right? So these 3 spheres, that is your lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, it represents the 3 states, that is liquid, gas and solid, okay. So now let's understand these 3 spheres in more in detail, okay. First sphere is your lithosphere. So this lithosphere is in a solid state. It forms the uppermost part of the earth, right? So it has been derived from the Latin word Greek word, that is lithos, which means rock, okay. So this lithosphere is been divided or has been consist of 3 layers, that is crust, mantle and core. You can see the diagram out here. This is the 3 layers of the earth, okay. That is, first one is called your crust, second layer is called your mantle and the third is called your core. Your crust is the uppermost layer and it consists of two layer, okay. It is also consists of 2 layer. One is called your cial and next is called your sima, okay. So cial, it is called 2 layer, that is cial and sima, okay. Cial means your continental crust is the one it is composed of cial, okay. Cial means Si for silica and Al for aluminium, okay. And whereas your sima, your oceanic crust is composed of sima, Si for silica and Ma for magnesium, okay. So this is the crust, okay. It is the thinnest layer of the lithosphere, right? And this is the layer which is formed in solid and it composed of soils, rocks and all, right? After it, your next layer is mantle. Mantle is the second layer where you are going to find the liquid form of molten magma. So the hot molten magma will be flowing in this layer, that is mantle, okay. So next, mantle, after mantle, the last or third or last core, layer is your core. So core is the innermost core and here the temperature is very high, okay. It can melt anything, right? So this core is also composed of 2 layers, that is inner core and outer core, okay. Inner core and outer core, right? So this is the 3 layers of the lithosphere. Now our earth or the lithosphere is formed of various continents, isn't it? So various continents, so there are altogether 7 continents in our world, right? Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. So these are the 7 continents of our world. First, Asia. So Asia is the largest continent, okay, in a size, okay, but also in population. It is largest continent with the size. The size is huge. Plus the population, the people living in that continent is also high as compared to the other continents, right? So this Asia, okay, this continent lies to the northern hemisphere of our earth, right? And you can see it extends, the latitudinal value is 10 degrees south to 80 degrees south and your longitudinal value is 25 degrees east to 170 degrees east. So this is your longitudinal and latitudinal extent. So it has been bordered or is been surrounded by the Arctic Ocean in the north, Indian Ocean in the south, okay, and in the east here lies the Pacific Ocean and in the west lies the Ural Mountain, okay. The 2 continents, that is your Asia and Europe, has been separated by Ural Mountain, Caspian Sea and Black Sea. So combined name of Europe and Asia is called your Eurasia. In Asia, you're going to find the mountains, plateaus, plains, desert. Okay, one of the highest peak of the world, that is Mount Everest, is located in this continent. Next continent is your Africa, which is the second largest continent in the world, and its latitudinal and longitudinal extent is 37 degrees north to 35 degrees south and 18 degrees west to 51 degrees east. So this Africa has been surrounded by Mediterranean Sea to the north, Indian Ocean in the east, and Atlantic Ocean in the west, and Southern Ocean in the south. It has been separated the canal like Suez Canal and Red Sea, okay, from the Asian continents. Right, so at the tip or the southern part of its tip, you're going to find a cap, okay, that is called here the Cap of Good Hope. Okay, so now in Africa, you're going to find the longest river and the largest largest desert in the world, that is Nile River, the longest river, and the Sahara Desert, the largest delta in the world. North America. So North America is the third largest continent in the world. Its longitudinal and latitudinal value is 7 degrees north to 83 degrees north and 53 degrees west to 180 degrees west. It has been surrounded by the Arctic Circle in the north, okay, Atlantic Ocean in the east, Pacific Ocean in the west, okay, and it has been the two continents, okay, that is your North America and South America. It has been joined or been interlinked by one canal, okay, that's your Isthmus of Panama, okay, that is the canal. There are important countries you're going to find in this continent, that is USA, Canada, Greenland and Mexico. Greenland is one of the world's largest island, right, and some of the major landforms you're going to find, okay, mountains, plains, plateaus and all, and one of the Great Five Lakes, okay, Great Five Lakes is located here in this continent, and the world inland waterway, the greatest inland waterway, that is St. Lawrence River, is also located in this continent only, and even the mountain, the Rocky Mountains, is also located in this continent, right? Next is South America is the fourth largest continent of the world, right? If you see its latitudinal and longitudinal extent, it is 13 degrees north to 55 degrees south and 35 degrees west to 81 degrees west. It has been surrounded by the Caribbean Sea in the north, Pacific Ocean in the south, and west and Atlantic Ocean in the east, and Southern Ocean in the south. If you see the western part of South America, you're going to find the Andes Mountain, and in this continent only you're going to find the world's largest river, that is Amazon River. Next year, Antarctica. It is the fifth largest continent in the world, and it is the world's driest and the coldest continent. As it is covered by the snow throughout the year, that's why it is called as a white continent also. It has been surrounded by the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. It was been first discovered in 1820, right? So this region is all the time covered by the snow. That's why you're going to find no people are living. It is uninhabited continent, right? So you're going to find some of the research centers, okay, research centers in our India. Our India also has set up research centers in Antarctica, like Dakshin Gangotri, Maitri, Bharati. These all are the Indian research centers in. Next, Australia. The smallest continent is called here Australia. It is also a country. Its longitudinal and latitudinal extent is 10 degrees south to 44 degrees south, 112 degrees east to 154 degrees east. Along with a small island and New Zealand, it forms Australasia. Since it has been surrounded by a water, it is called as an island continent also. If you see, it has been surrounded by Timor and Arafura Sea in the north, Coral Sea and in the northeast, Indian Ocean in the west and south, and Pacific Ocean in the east. In this continent, you are going to find the Great Dividing Range, which is the series of plateau. The highest point in Australia is Mount Kosciuszko, right? Australia is rich in its varied wildlife, right? Marsupials animals like are found in this continent. The mammals which normally carries their young ones in their pouch, okay, like your kangaroo and koala. One of the interesting features in this continent is Great Barrier Reef. Okay, it's the Great Barrier Reef. It's found in this continent. But in 2017 and 2016, half population of the Great Barrier Reef has been died, and it is after ocean temperature warmed and caused a mass bleaching in this in the reef. Okay, that's why a huge amount of your coral reef has been died. So Australia is also called a seventh natural wonder of the world. After lithosphere is your hydrosphere. Hydrosphere, it is related with the liquid state. It has been derived from the Greek word that is hydro, which means water. Our Earth's surface, out of 100, 71% is been covered by the water. It may be in form of ocean, seas, river, lake, frozen water, underground water, and even in water vapor. Right? So, to understand it clearly, okay, let's go to the water cycle. So, water cycle is a process through which the water is being moved or is been in a form of a cycle. Okay. So, see this diagram. During the daytime, the sun's rays hits the surface of the ocean or sea. As the waters get heated, the evaporation takes place. So the water, okay, it starts to evaporate in a form of a water vapor. So slowly the water starts to deposit in a form of a cloud. Then when the water it reaches to the saturation point, it cannot hold. Then the condensation takes place, right? So the water, the cloud, okay, which is holding the water, when it is not able to hold the waters, so all the water starts to come down to the earth. It falls down to the earth in a form of a rainfall, hailstorm, snowfall, snow, etc. Okay, and this process is called your precipitation. When the water will come down, will fall into the earth, it goes back to the ocean through the streams, river, and all. Okay, so in this way again the process will takes place. So this process is called your water cycle. Our earth is called as a blue planet as it has been covered by the water, right? So there are 5 oceans which surrounds our earth, that is Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Southern Ocean. So apart from these oceans, there are sea, gulfs, and bays also. Some of the name of these are Red Sea, Gulf of Persia, Hudson Bay, etc. First ocean or the largest ocean is Pacific Ocean, which covers 30% of the Earth's surface. It is the largest and the deepest ocean of the world. The deepest point is your Challenger's Deep, which is located in Mariana Trench, right? There are thousands of islands located in Pacific Ocean, and it surrounds the 2 continents, that is Asia and Australia in the west, and North America and South America in the east. Second is your Atlantic Ocean. It is the second largest ocean of the world, right? It has got the name after the island Atlantis. It has been surrounded by North America and South America in the west and Europe and Africa in the east. It is called one of the busiest ocean of the world, and it has got the largest harbor in the world, as the trading is done through this ocean. That's why it is called as the busiest ocean. Next, Indian Ocean. It is the 3rd largest ocean in the world. It has got the name after the country, that is India. To its north is Asia and West Africa, and in east is Australia. It consists of Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea. Next, your Arctic Ocean. It is the smallest ocean of the world. It has been surrounded by North America in the northern, Europe and Asia. Okay. It has been linked with Pacific Ocean by Bering Strait, In winter it has been covered by the frozen. Okay, it will be totally fridge, and it will be seems like a solid form. Okay, it will be totally ice. But in summer what happens, it starts to melt, and due to the melting the snow starts to break, forming a iceberg, right? It is also a homeland of walrus, seals and polar bear. Southern Ocean, it is a part of Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean and Indian Oceans. It is also referred as Antarctica Ocean. Okay, and this ocean is located to the South Pole, right? It is a house of emperor penguin and wandering albatross. So in next video we'll be discussing about atmosphere and biosphere.